Welcome to the channel, everybody. I like to come back and talk to you about some paints that I've tried out over the last number of weeks. And one of the paints, particularly that we've been testing out, is gloss water-based paints. Now, Doris the Door has had quite a bit of paint on her recently, and I'll bring the camera in a bit closer in a moment. But I painted the door with Aqua gloss. If you want to know what the thoughts were on the Aqua gloss, it's up in that corner, as all the other paints are on product testing. But the Aqua gloss, I thought I would pitch it against some of the other glosses that I'd tried. So after I'd done a certain amount of filming on certain days, I've gone back and I've done some more panels on Doris the Door in other glosses in white to see how they stand up to being that gloss level, shall I say. So we got Aqua gloss in the middle, which isn't bad. I did one in the corner, which was the Valspar water-based gloss that I tested out months ago. Did a section there. I've also done the Fortress, which was really the budget paint, which I tested out again quite a while ago, but we've done it on here. So we've got the Fortress water-based gloss. That's available through Screwfix. Up in this top corner here, a bit more of a recent paint of testing, is the Benjamin Moore, and it's the advanced water-based gloss. That's there. And then underneath it, we've got the, I'll say, the old faithful. We've got the Caparol PU Gloss. Now, before anybody starts shouting and going mental at me, I know that the PU gloss is only about a 65% sheen level, but there's lots of people that think that because it says gloss on it, you're actually getting a gloss finish. So I'm going to say to you, let's get the camera in, let's have a quick look at what the sheen levels are and see if there's much difference. I think there will be. Right, here we go. As I've just said earlier, Aqua gloss from Johnstone's. Anybody with a beady eye might just see I've got a bit of a curtain run there. Is that a bit of a characteristic of not being able to brush out your paint with the Aqua gloss? Probably, but forget that. That's user error. Let's drop across to the Valspar water-based gloss. If we can get a bit more light across there, shall we just get a bit of a torch? Let's have a look. Got the torch on. Can you see what the gloss level's like? Let's compare that moving across to what the Aqua gloss is. Not much in it. I'd say, me looking at it, that you probably can't see, it's probably just gone off slightly, but there's still a gloss level to it. Right, let's just drop down to a bit more cheaper paint. We've got the Fortress gloss. You can see that there. Now, if you can't see it, I'm going to tell you, that has really dulled off. That is not a gloss finish now. That is what I would call, I don't know, what should we say, a very decent satin finish. And I don't know whether it's picking up on the camera. Can you see? Don't know whether you can. I hope so. Can you see the difference in colour between that white and the Aqua white that stayed very white? There's a big difference there. So that has gone off. Right, let's move across to the PU gloss. The PU gloss Caparol, the white level, as in holding retention, colour retention, that's not bad. But as I've just said earlier, it is only a 65% sheen level. So don't expect that to be really glossy in comparison to the Aqua gloss particularly. Right, so just coming up to the Benjamin Moore advanced water-based gloss. Now, comparing that against the Aqua gloss, there's not much in it for a gloss level. I would say they're very similar. My personal view on looking at this, I do probably prefer the advanced over the Aqua. One of the reasons being that was a lot easier to apply. That does give you a feel of applying an oil-based paint, but clearly it's a water-based paint. But looking at them, I don't think, I'm going to say it again, a blind man on a galloping horse isn't going to know the difference between that really and an oil-based finish. These are both water-based. Let's just trying to get my nails on it. That to me, That's pretty hard. Let's try this one. Again, they're a hard finish. How does the Valspar? To be fair, that's not too bad. I'm going a bit deeper on that. Not too bad. Nipping down to the Fortress, which clearly has gone off. And don't forget, these were paints that were just sanded down and painted over the previous coat. The PU Gloss can just dig my nails into it and damage it if I need to. But other than that, I'd actually say all of these are pretty good. Oh, scratching that a little bit. That's the Aqua. If we go really deep, I can start scratching stuff. I'm in the flow of actually scratching now, look. If anything, it's probably the Fortress Gloss is one of the harder finishes. Doesn't make sense, does it? Really going at it now with my nails. I'm going to say that's a turn up for the books. The Fortress water-based gloss hasn't really made any impression with me going over with my nails. All the others seem to have had some slight marking, albeit not a lot, and we are going really hell for leather at trying to scratch that. Just one more go. I can get it. This is extreme scratching. But to be fair, none of them are too bad, are they? None of them are too bad. That's gone down to the blue that I'd had weeks and weeks and weeks ago testing out Mirinol gloss. But that is to the extreme of actually scratching off. All in all, I don't think they're bad at all. So as I bring Doris the Door into the camera, what do I think? I think particularly Benjamin Moore and your Aqua Advanced are really good glosses. Very interesting to see that took a lot more scratching to get through that surface than really some of the others. But this is proper extreme scratch testing, literally scratch testing with your nails. But I'm going to say to you, depending on your budget, each of these paints has its own benefits. Now, we've spoke about all these paints before, particularly the Fortress was a very cheap paint to buy, Screwfix. But saying that, if your budget is at the lower end and you're wanting to spend £15–20 for some gloss, and you can put up with that sheen level that's actually dropping down and it still looks glossy, but it's not so glossy compared to other gloss paints. I'm making sense, aren't I? That's not a bad one to go for. Don't be put off because it's bought through Screwfix and it seems cheap. Yes, these are a little bit more expensive paints, probably the Valspars mid-range, but I'd say each to their own. Everybody was going to probably like their own sort of paint that they've been trying. But for me, these two, the Aqua Gloss and the Benjamin Moore Gloss, are at the top of the tree, shall I say, for when it comes to the finishers. The gloss is really good. It's hard wearing. It takes a good bit of scratching to get anything off it. But what do you want to know? Does it go yellow? To be fair, these haven't gone off yellow. They're water-based. You don't expect them to, but some do. On that note, watch the videos at the end, and thanks for listening to me.